Bold, brash, outright cocky and arrogant.
First off, with all the cameras and all that, I was looking for our new president back there. I think we'll get to meet him the next couple of years anyway.
It's pretty fair to say Rex Ryan made quite an impact and impression right from day one.
With the 5th pick in the 2009 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Mark Sanchez.
In April, Rex Ryan and then general manager Mike Tannenbaum moved up in the draft to select USC quarterback Mark Sanchez, and things seemed to be taking off for the Jets. Gang Green started the 2009 season 3-0, but the good times didn't continue as the Jets went on to lose 6 of their next 7.
Manning, Clark, Adai. Oh, hold up. That was my wish list for Santa Claus. Hold up.
And after a loss to the Falcons in Week 15,
yeah, obviously is tough because now, we're obviously out of the playoffs, and that's unfortunate.
Hold on, Rex. Are you sure about that?
First off, I was dead wrong, obviously, in the playoff scenario.
So after winning the last ever game at Giants Stadium, the Jets secured the wild card, won their first 2 playoff games, and led the AFC Championship game at halftime, but they couldn't hold on, losing to the Colts.
This is an outstanding football team. We plan on being the team that wins the whole thing, so we'll see. One of these days we're going to be Super Bowl champions, so we'll see when that is, sooner than later.
Oh, Rex, once again he was presumptuous, but after a promising 2009, could he finally be right? And while the Jets again won the wild card and beat the Colts and the hated Patriots in the playoffs, Gang Green once again couldn't get past the AFC Championship game, this time losing to the Steelers 24-19. But let's just say 2010 definitely had its memorable moment, cementing Rex as a larger-than-life figure in the New York sports landscape.
I think Rex is a great coach. I think he's a great person. There's no question about that. Just he's very handsome. I never realized how similar that I am to Tom Brady. I mean, the obvious physical appearance would be the first thing. Hello. Yeah. I'm also married to a supermodel.
Shocking, Rex Ryan at it again.
I believe this is the year we're going to do it. I believe this is the year that we're going to win the Super Bowl. Thought we'd win it the first 2 years. I guarantee we'll win it this year.
New tattoo, same old Rex. But after a philosophical change to the Jets' offense, more passing, less ground and pound, despite having a top 5 rushing offense the last 2 years, the Jets were on the outside looking in. And at 8-7, they needed to win the last game of the season in Miami, and it turned into a disaster.
The 3rd interception of the afternoon against Sanchez, and the Dolphins can just about finish things up with a couple of first downs.
2012 was interesting to say the least. Brian Schottenheimer was out as offensive coordinator, Tony Sparano in, and this guy was now the most scrutinized backup quarterback in NFL history. But despite the changes, it was the same old Jets. The Wildcat, Sanchez throwing for more interceptions than touchdowns, and of course, the infamous butt fumble.
Obviously, that was a nightmare of a game.
We're about as wounded as you possibly can be, but we're not dead. And I can tell you this, we will give everything we have, every ounce of energy we have to get this thing going.
And it was the first losing season under Rex. And at the end of the season, Tannenbaum was fired and Sparano was running for the door. Now for Rex Ryan, questions continued to circle around why he stuck with the underperforming Sanchez for so long, and early into 2013, we found out why. But Rex quickly changed that perception when he, new GM John Idzik, and new offensive coordinator Marty Mornhinweg drafted Geno Smith and then inserted Sanchez late into a meaningless preseason game against the Giants, which resulted in the Sanchez injuring his shoulder and missing the season. Would Rex be fired? That was the question on everyone's minds when the Jets went 5-7 to start the year, and in Week 16, he even told his players, quote, "The word on the street is, I'll be fired." But after knocking Miami out of the playoffs in Week 17,
you play hard for this coach. That's why I've elected to keep Rex and Rex.
Easy to say. Well, what happened in 2014 was catastrophic. Michael Vick versus Geno Smith, 0 NFL caliber starting cornerbacks. Rex not given the tools to achieve success, and the team was dreadful. And like Nostradamus, Rex was highly prophetic as the axe came swinging down. But the questions will always remain. Were he and Idzik on the same page? Did Idzik want him out if he was going to stay? Was Rex set up to fail without being given the proper players? Either way, the Jets and Rex end up on the back page one more time.